What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the MaxCap YouTube channel. Just want to talk to y'all for a little bit and tell you what we got going on today, most importantly. But then, as we approach the next couple of weeks, so as all of you guys do know, I'm a big basketball junkie. Played, coached, still watch more basketball than probably anybody to this point. And the reason why I bring that up is because it is March Madness. Come Tuesday, we will be in March. And basically, that means it's go time for a lot of you people. So people who haven't been watching basketball at all, people who have been watching a little bit but don't really know what the hell you're watching, now's the time that you care about what I care about, for the last 5 months. So here, we're back on the channel. What I want to do here is just, talk to you about the slate today, talk to you about what's coming in the next 2 weeks, and then ultimately, hopefully, I'll help, line your pockets with a little bit of money. Now, that being said, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm never going to tell you how much to bet, but I can recommend what you should bet on, all right? And that's really all that I'm here to do. Everything that I mentioned, I pretty much take and I play at my own pace. That's why on some of these videos, you might see me say, I think I'm going to take this, but I'll let you know in my Discord channel if it's a final play. 9 times out of 10, I will take that game, but you never know. I might lay off of it or I might take it. So what I've got today, there's a few games that I'm looking at. Now, keep in mind, this is the last weekend before the conference tournaments start. So if you don't know, basically with college basketball, you've got your regular season, you've got your conference tournament, you've got your conference regular season, and then you've got your conference tournament. So the games today are really finalizing the seeding for a lot of teams, and then also they're big on the NCAA tournament resume. So if you've got a team that maybe they're on the bubble and they're playing against a ranked team today, it's almost like your season's on the line. If you get this win, you're going to get into the tournament. If you don't get the win, you might be in trouble. So these teams are preparing for the conference tournaments. They're trying to wrap up the seeding. Big games. So you're going to get everybody's best effort for the most part. And so what I'm doing today is we are looking at a few different games. You can see, you can't see my tabs right now, but there's about 10 of them open. Sounds like a lot, but there's like 100 games. So really, I've narrowed it down to the games that I like the most. I am on Michigan State right now, +5. They're up by a couple points at the half, so we'll see how that one turns out. Sorry I didn't get that one in early enough here on Saturday morning. But, moving forward to the 2 o'clock games, there's a few games I'm looking at. You've got Kentucky against Arkansas. Arkansas is only 2.5-point favorites. I'm going to lay off of this game, but I don't think Arkansas is that good. They've been very hot at home, so I'm not going to bet against them. I believe Kentucky will win this game, but again, I'm not going to play it. Another game I'm looking at is North Carolina at North Carolina State. North Carolina's 12-5 in the conference. North Carolina State's 4-13. Vegas thinks this is going to be a ball game. They're probably right. But again, going back to my theory on seeding and teams not wanting to have bad losses heading into the tournament, I think Hubert Davis and North Carolina are going to do what they have to do. I would just take the money line, maybe parlay it or lay the juice, but probably about -200. So you're laying 2-1 odds. I like North Carolina at 2 p.m. And I love Kansas State at 2 p.m. This is one I will be playing. I don't mess with the -3, the 3 points. I'll take Kansas State money line. Probably going to just max bet that game. They've got very, very good guards, and they play well at home. The Big 12 is one of the best conferences in basketball. Usually the home team has an advantage in these games. They're very rowdy environments, unlike the Pac-12, where like Stanford can only have 12 people in attendance right now because of COVID. So this is going to be a rowdy game. I'll take the home team, Kansas State, in this one. Moving forward, Virginia Tech, Miami. This looks like a trap. Miami almost seems too easy here, so I really don't have a play on this just yet. I think UM is going to win, and I think they're the better team at home. But the fact that it's a 1-point spread, very, very sketchy. Like Vegas knows something I don't know, and so I don't really want to, mess with that. So that being said, we'll see about that game at 3 o'clock. 3:30 Seton Hall Xavier, very good matchup. I'll post all the picks in my Discord, by the way, but this is one I'm looking at, and I'm looking at taking the underdog with the 5 points. 5 points is a lot. These teams are very evenly matched. Xavier coming off a triple overtime game with Providence. They may be a little bit tired. We'll see. They are at home, but Seton Hall is a pretty good team themselves. And this one should be tight, I think. Auburn, Tennessee, good luck. It's just a cool game. I don't have a play here. Tennessee's pretty good. Auburn, obviously, the number 3 team in the country. They've got a lottery pick, top 5 pick on their squad, and some very, very good guards on their squad. So that's just a game I look forward to watching, really. That's at 4 o'clock. The night games. Okay, so we've made it through the day games. Hopefully we haven't lost all of our bread. You don't take Duke -8 here. Boeheim's going to have his guys hyped up. He's got 2 sons on his team. They've been watching Coach K for years. I think taking Syracuse +8 probably is a good play. Syracuse just got their butts kicked by Notre Dame, who's a very, very, very underrated team, and I'll talk about that when I preview the conference tournaments next week. But I think on a bounce back, +8, if the zone can slow them down a little bit, and if Syracuse can make shots at home, night game, probably think this game falls within those 8 points. And I'm a Duke fan. A lot of you guys know that. I am a Duke fan, but I do think that, Syracuse has a good chance of keeping this one close. Rutgers going to win. I don't need to give you a reason why. The reason why is because they're 2-point favorites against Wisconsin. And if you look at their schedule, they've lost their last 2 games, but they play really good at home. And their last 2 games, they've kept it tough with Purdue and Michigan, who are very good teams. And you look at, they beat Illinois at home, they beat Ohio State at home, they beat Michigan State at home. Somehow they lose to Maryland at home, but they beat Iowa at home, they beat Nebraska at home, they also beat Michigan at home. These guys, and Vegas is telling you, they're making them 2-point favorites against Wisconsin, who's the number 13 team in the country. I think another big win for Rutgers here. And maybe I'm falling into a trap, but I think Rutgers is another play here. I'm going to skip over Washington. Not really sure about this one. I got a money line parlay. You're going to parlay Oral Roberts money line at home. Okay? Mad Max gets the job done at home. And you can parlay that with Wyoming at home. You'll probably get about even money. So if you put $100, you'll probably make somewhere around $100 on that. And I really do like that. But last but not least, I don't love laying 5 points here, but I love Providence to win. Maybe buy it down to 2 or 3 points. These guys are my guys. Shout out to Dub Cash. Shout out to my So Provi people. 401 in the house. I mean, they just keep cashing bets. They're 23-3. Providence is 23-3. They're 13-2 in the conference. Creighton is a good team, and they play very well. They're well coached. They're smart. They can shoot the ball a little bit. They're actually pretty big, and they're coming off a win earlier this week at St. John's that I actually did pick St. John's and lost on. They're not gonna beat Providence today. Providence has too much juice. I think they ride the momentum. They've been at home all week. They had that home game in triple overtime earlier this week. Providence Friars, Dub Cash, 401. You and your peeps. Let's go. That's all I got. I try to keep it short. I try to keep it sweet. Again, do what you will. Maybe take the opposite of some of those games. I don't think I'll go fucking 9-0. And I'm not going to bet all of those games either. We're going to take it one at a time today. Hopefully Michigan State gets the job done here in the second half. And we can move on to those 3 o'clock games where I'm really liking, like I said, Kansas State, North Carolina. Those are the 2 in the early window. And then as we move on later, maybe Syracuse, but definitely like Rutgers and definitely like Providence. Bam, there you have it. Don't blame me. I'm not perfect. But what I have for you coming up this week, I'm going to talk, bring some people on the podcast. We're going to talk college basketball. We're going to talk about the conference tournaments. And then, obviously, the week after that, we've got March Madness. I got a little surprise. Might be headed down to Vegas. And that's going to be a lot of fun. So keep you posted Thanks for watching. Best of luck to you.